All right. So, divisional round is lost again. Off season for the Cowboys has officially started. Starting tomorrow, people are going to talk about the draft and preying on the Niners and Eagles downfall and blah blah blah. I'm whole bunch of penalties today. Let's start with that. Whole bunch of penalties. A lot of them costly. I feel like a couple of them gave San Francisco 49ers the first down to continue their drive. Dak Prescott was a huge issue today. Kellen Moore is a massive issue. Personally, Kellen Moore, I am beyond excited to see you continue your coaching career, your legendary coaching career, over at the Chargers or the Saints or the Buccaneers or whoever the fuck, so that you can ruin their teams and ruin them in the postseason. I said in the halftime, during the halftime stream, they can't just feed Zeke. They can't put the entire running game on Ezekiel Elliott, and that is exactly what happened. They attempted to give the ball to Malik Davis one time, but that play got blown up, and they never went back to it again. They got Cavante Turpin involved at the very last snap of the game, all the way back at our 24-yard line because Dalton Schultz is too good to get it to drag his fucking second toe. And yeah, they got Cavante Turpin involved on the very last play of the game. And congratulations to Kellen Moore. You are now responsible for the number one worst play call in Dallas Cowboys postseason football history last season with what you did with that quarterback drop. You just did the second worst play call ever in Dallas Cowboys postseason history. Now the Cowboys fans, you cannot bitch. You can't bitch about officiating. You can't bitch about you can't bitch about any favoritism shown by the referees or any of that. Dallas Cowboys put up 0 points in the fourth quarter, I believe. I don't think did they? I don't think they did. They may have gotten that last field goal, but either way, this was a terrible performance by us. When the defense started running out of gas and the Niners were starting to run the ball a lot better, a lot more efficiently, picking up more and more yards, whether if it was Elijah Moore, whether if it was Christian McCaffrey, whether if it was Deebo Samuel, it didn't matter. They were picking up yards left and right, first downs left and right. Defense was they couldn't take it anymore. And when they actually managed to give Dak Prescott and the Cowboys the football back with 3 minutes remaining, instant, faster than you can say Kellen Moore, 3 and out. And they punt the ball, and they send the defense right back out there. At that moment, you knew that the fucking game was over. Dak Prescott almost sealed the game, too, with he almost threw a pick six on that drive, too, our second to last drive. He almost sold the game completely. It's the same thing from LA Coliseum against the Rams. It's the same thing against It's the same thing against the Green Bay Packers in the divisional round 2016. It's the same thing against the Green Bay Packers in 2014. You make too many mistakes, you're fucked. Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions today. People have been saying all year, everybody's been saying all year, that Dak Prescott has to get his shit together. And that he has to stop making the most hard-headed, most brain-dead fucking play, like, reads anybody's ever seen in their lives. He threw 2 picks today. He should have threw a pick 6 on that second to last drive. We've known that this was a problem, but people wanted to fucking brush it off by saying, "Oh well, the defense that defender like slightly brushed his slightly brushed his bicep, so you can't really say it's Dak's fault. It was the protection. The protection was bad." Oh yeah, Dak leads the league in interceptions, and his what is it? His decision making has gone a lot worse, obviously. But I mean, look at these other stats. You know. Oh, so you're gonna give him so much credit for not getting, for throwing so many interceptions, but you're not giving him credit for the good that he's done. Because shit like this happens. It's because you're not going to go against the Houston Texans in the postseason. It's because you're not going to face teams like the Titans in the postseason. You're not going to face teams like the Bears or the Lions or the Colts in the postseason. Your mistakes are going to absolutely bite you in the fucking ass. But Cowboys fans aren't going to care about that by tomorrow, because you know what they're going to say? Oh, well, I'm still proud of my team. It was a good year. It was a good year. Nobody thought we would even make it this far, guys. Nobody thought we would make this far. So that instantly makes it okay that we look like shit yet again in the divisional round, and that we are still going through the longest NFC Conference Championship, not even Super Bowl, the longest NFC Conference Championship drought in franchise history. They're probably on Law Nation's stream right now saying, "Oh well, win, lose or tie, I'm a fan till I die. This was still a good year, and they need support from us right now, and we need to be there for Dak Prescott and blah blah blah." Dak Prescott's not the quarterback. This guy right here, whose jersey I'm wearing for the first time this year, he's not the guy. He is not the guy. Dak Prescott is not the guy. He's going to be 30 next time you see kickoff. Next time you see the Dallas Cowboys on the field again, Dak Prescott's going to be 30 years old. What have you seen in the postseason that makes you think he's the one that's going to lead us to another Lombardi? What have you seen? I haven't seen anything. All I've seen this whole year is him regressing horribly in making decisions with his throws. I see him struggling in this inept offense written by Kellen Moore. I see a guy that holds on to the ball way too long. Dak isn't it. Dak is not. Yeah, don't buy any fucking merchandise. Listen, I have not bought merchandise, and I can't even fucking remember how long. I've not been to a Cowboys game. Or let me rephrase that. I have not purchased a ticket to go to a Cowboys game since 2018, I think. 2018 against the Detroit Lions at home. That was the last time I purchased a ticket to go to a Cowboys game, and I specify like that because I used to work at AT&T Stadium, and I would work during the games. That was during 2019, 2020. So if you want to finesse the Cowboys and go to the games and do practically nothing, work as a concierge at AT&T Stadium. But you'll have to stand the whole fucking time. But the opportunity was there. That when we had the ball on that drive with 3 minutes left, that was the drive that was going to show us what Dak could do. But it was an instant 3-and-out. That really should have been a pick six on the very first ball he threw. Dak is modern day Tony Romo. Dak is Tony Romo. And the very last thing we need right now is Tony Romo. A guy that we have great memories with, but as he gets older, he's going to get injured more and more, and people are going to want to hang on to him for dear life. Where Dak is done. Dak is done in Dallas. He's going to be here next year, probably the year after that too. But he's not it. Dak, for this team, for this franchise, he's not it. Zeke is gone. That was the last game you see Ezekiel Elliott. At least I hope it's the last game with him here. Franchise tag Tony Pollard, do whatever. But cut Zeke. I mean, with the amount of drops that Zeke had in this game, and a game with this high of stakes, we can't afford that. It would free a lot of cap space too. It would just do us a lot of good. So, I mean, this is just another fucking divisional round game where I'm just here repeating the same shit that I've been saying all year, but after the games, people were too busy sitting back going, "Oh, you're being so highly critical. Who won the game? Huh? Did we beat the Texans? Okay, then your criticism doesn't matter. Did we beat the Colts? Thought so. Did we beat the Titans? Yeah, your criticism, yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter." Well, this is what happens when you don't care about shit that matters. Even in games that we win, even in games that we dominate, you can't just turn a cold shoulder on every fuck up that we make, even if it is the regular season. Dude, we're 12-5. We're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. How did 12-5 help you today? Did 12-5 score you 12 points? Okay. 12-5 just scored 12 points. This time around, I think I'm gonna be the only. I don't think I'm gonna be the only person that's shocked by this outcome. I'm going to spend the next entire offseason, just the next offseason, fucking chewing out Cowboys fans on Instagram. Y'all probably see me on there too, and comment sections saying, "Bro, it was still a good year. Like you got to be proud of your team, man. You got to have faith in your team." Fuck you. And Law Nation, I just want to say this. I don't have anything against Law Nation as a person. I don't have anything against him personally. I don't know shit about Law. I've never met the dude. I hate Law Nation's content and how much he manipulates the fuck out of Dallas Cowboys fans. And let me elaborate on that. Pretty much the entire season, this fucking dude was going, "Oh, everyone's so highly critical of the Cowboys, but they never give that even a drop of that same amount of criticism for the Chiefs when they look bad, or the 49ers when they look bad. They almost lost to the Vegas Raiders. Guess how many people are talking about that? Okay, do you like being America's team, or do you not like being fucking America's team? Can you make up your fucking mind? You brag about ticket sales, you brag about pulling the most viewers, you brag about selling the most merchandise, you brag about being the most highly valued fucking sports franchise in the world, you brag about having the biggest fan base. Seems to me like you like being America's team. It seems to me you love being in the fucking spotlight, but you don't like it when that same spotlight is shown on our fuck-ups? Make up your goddamn mind. Do you like being America's team or not? Fuck you. And another thing. Oh, the Chiefs don't get... Chiefs fans don't bark at the Chiefs as much when their team looks like shit. Okay? I understand. People don't bitch at the Bills. Bills fans don't whine and complain. He loves saying that. Bills fans, their fans don't complain as hard as we do. I hear ya. I do. Look at me right now. I'm looking at you. I hear what you're saying. However, with that being said, sorry, I'm not reading chat right now. With that being said, I am not a Bills fan. I'm not a Buffalo Bills fan. You're not a Buffalo Bills fan. I don't think there's a single person that watches your content consistently that is a Buffalo Bills fan. So why are we talking about the Bills? When we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys fuck-ups throughout the year, why are you changing the subject by bringing up the Bills? We are not the Bills. So you can feel better about us looking like shit against teams that we should have dominated against? In games that we should have won, but we didn't because we look too much like shit and we fuck up too many times? That has nothing to do with what just happened on the fucking field right now, does it? It doesn't matter what happened. That has nothing. That is so fucking irrelevant to what we're talking about. That has nothing to do with what happened on the field versus the Packers. That has nothing to do with what happened versus the Jaguars. Is it fucking... Are you understanding it now? You're comparing yourself to the Bills and how much media attention they get. It doesn't fucking matter. Our standards, us, the Dallas fucking Cowboys, this team right here, our standards are higher than the Bills, or at least they need to be. Our standards are higher than the Bills. Our standards are higher than the Chiefs. Okay, they're here, we're up here. You know why? Because we're going through the longest conference championship drought in franchise history, and I bet half of you don't even fucking know that! I've only gone on like Law Nation streams like twice, maybe 3 times throughout the year because I'm just curious about what they're saying. Like their postseason fan phone calls and shit, and it's the same NPC fucking fan every time. Y'all are being too negative. This Law Nation was so disrespectful to this one fucking guy. He was so disrespectful. After the Tennessee Titans game, a fan called him and he said, man, the offensive line looked horrible. Dak Prescott's not getting it right. And this fucking dude, Law Nation, no disrespect towards him as a human being, as a person. I don't know anything about him. I'm just criticizing his content and how he manipulates Cowboys fans. This fucking dude, Law Nation, says, well, would you be happier if the Cowboys lost? Because to me, you sound pretty upset after a win. Would you be happier if the Cowboys lost? Sounds like you would be. How fucking manipulative and shitty and so condescending of a question that is. if you how dare you criticize this team after they just won? It doesn't matter how they won. They won, didn't they? Well, these are the consequences. These are the consequences of having that losing, complacent mentality, Law Nation. This is by far, by a mile, the most complacent fan base ever. You know why? Because even with a loss as embarrassing as this, even with a season as embarrassing as this, the home opener for next season, for the next game, is going to be sold out. People are going to continue patting Jerry Jones on the back for successfully nosediving this franchise for 30 years and going to continue giving him money, paying for the gasoline that goes in his fucking helicopter for doing nothing. This is why I put my hair on the line 4 years ago. I'm so absolutely confident. I'm so certain that we will never, ever, ever make it past this point in the playoffs as long as a Jones family member is still alive. It's never going to happen. Never. Absolutely fucking never going to happen. And Law Nation, and I have one more thing. I have one more complaint about him. This was during the offseason. And I said this before. Over the offseason, an NFL female analyst, I think it was Cynthia Freeland maybe, she ranked, this was during the offseason, so like June, July maybe, she had us ranked as the number 8th ranked offense in the NFL. Pretty generous, if you ask me. He made a video, posted on Instagram, and he was going, the Cowboys lost Lyle Collins and Amari Cooper, and we go from the number 1 ranked offense to number 8th. Seems like the media is just hating on us again. Again, he just hates being America's team out of fucking nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, all of a sudden, now he hates the publicity. And I let him have in the fucking comments, and I said, just say you didn't watch any of the fucking games in the second half of 2021. And he replied to me something like, oh, so we should add subjective thoughts into stats now? How would that work? Dude, it's being honest with your audience. You're acting like that's so big of a fucking... It's giving context. It's being real with your fucking audience. You want to know how the Cowboys offense was ranked number 1 in the NFL in 2021? I'll tell you. We had the best defense that year. Our defense had the most turnovers that season. And we were beating up fucking horrible opponents that year too. We had literally the softest schedule in that season in 2021. So that's probably the reason why we were ranked first offensively in the league. Like, why do you have such a problem being fucking honest with your audience, with your viewers? Get the fucking stick out of your ass and just I've been saying to him so many times, just show us the checks that the Jones family sends you. Just please send it to us. That way we know that you're full of shit. That way we know that you're just being paid to say this. You're being paid to be so disrespectful and manipulative to your fucking brain dead audience. I have such a huge problem with fans like that, with fans who have that mentality of, we won the game, so go fuck yourself. You don't need, there's no such thing as criticism after you win a game. Anyways, as far as this game, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we were firing off on all fucking cylinders last week, Monday night, versus Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. And the offense seemed like gonna be, it was actually gonna move up, capable of moving down the field, but Dak Prescott kept fucking up way too many times, making the most hard-headed reads I've ever seen in my life. Almost seals the game with a pick six on the second to last drive. And then Tony Pollard got hurt, and it's at that moment, it's like we knew the game was over because there was no fucking way that Kellen Moore was gonna improvise. The most explosive player on our offense got fucking killed. Got his ankle fucking severed from his body. What are you gonna do, Kellen Moore? Oh, just feed Zeke. Feed Zeke. Yeah, we're good. Also, more curl routes. That'd be great. Could we throw in more curl routes, maybe? Yes. I think this is good. This is a good thing. We'll be good. Yeah. And now Dan Quinn is more than likely gone. Good luck to you in Denver. Jesus fucking Christ. Good luck to you there. People are going to say that Mike McCarthy is the greatest because, back-to-back seasons with 12 wins. I don't like him. I don't like him. 2 years of the exact same shit, beating up bad opponents and just looking so incompetent in the process with absolutely no progress being shown whatsoever. It's heart-wrenching. Anyways, I'm sorry. I've just been ranting with this all the time. Would you like to proclaim that the 23 season is over now, or would you like to wait until preseason? Yeah, the season is over. Yes, I'm already saying the 2023 season is over. I'm sorry. Is the last 2 years not evidence enough to prove that this team is not learning their lesson? That this team is never going to change under the Jones family? Like, am I still crazy? Am I still insane for saying this? Am I still insane for thinking that we'll never get better as a team because of the Jones family? Right, Jacob? I'm not fucking... I know I look crazy because, I don't know what, the hair, I'm young, I got the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, whatever. But I think the last 2 years by itself is pretty telling. Just how incompetent we are and how we have sold out as a football team and fully committed as a franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys are the Disney of the NFL. They are the team that everybody rallies around, is the most popular, but we all just sit back and go, "Ah, man, remember the great times we had? Remember when this team used to be great, but now they're just giving out all this remake bullshit." I'm not going to lie. I could see it even leading up to this week, too. Like, I could just see Jerry Jones being like, okay, we beat Tom Brady. That's good enough for these dumbasses to think that this was a good year. We beat Tom Brady, guys. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. And people were criticizing NFL fans also for saying, "Oh, this was your guys' Super Bowl." But now, watch, tomorrow, people are going to say, "You know what? We beat Brady, so that's really all I could ask for." I'm serious. And we beat Brady in the postseason. We won a road playoff game, and we did it in our Navy uniforms, so it's not the Super Bowl, but I'll take it. But at least Amari Cooper had his best year of his entire career statistically. At his best season, had the most touchdowns, Yeah, Amari Cooper fucking blew it up. It's a shame he was, playing for a rapist and not us. But anyways, I mean, our rapist is sitting up in the owner's booth, not he's not the one throwing the ball to him. But anyways, yeah, yeah, they're never gonna sell the team. But does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy for saying that we're never gonna win under the Jones family? Like, what are you talking about? Why are you so offended then when I say, "Oh, the season is over"? Like, why are you so ass hurt all of a sudden? So you admit that it's fine. So, so you acknowledge it, right? You're acknowledging it right here. I'll be dead by then, though, right? So you agree there's a Jones curse, but when I come out and say that we're not gonna win shit because of the Jones family, are you a Law Nation sub? Is that what's going on here? It, guys, everyone knows if you make high quality videos and you tell the fan base what they want to hear, like, you're instantly going to get thousands of subs. Okay, that's why Law Nation is close to getting his silver play button from YouTube. And meanwhile, Shango, who's been doing this for like like almost 2 decades, like probably almost as long as YouTube has been around, he only has like what 40 or 50,000 subscribers. One's high quality and tells it how it is. One is high quality and dick rides and says, "Oh, I think you you sound like you would be happier if we lost. Would would you be happier if we lost this game? Because you seem pretty unhappy about a win." But anyways, this with the extremely low, yeah, it's not gonna fucking happen. Um, with the extremely low expectations and me just shitting on this team the entire season, uh, I gotta say it feels like the season just went by like that. It feels like we just went up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers week 1 like yesterday. Like I gotta say, me partially not giving a fuck and knowing that our expiration date, no matter what, is gonna be divisional round of the postseason. It just felt like another day at the office. Really, it just feels like a 9 to 5. Mike McCarthy, maybe you should get more watermelons. Maybe you should get some more fucking, yeah, yeah. Maybe you should get more baby photos next time. Um, just the fact that we showed literally zero improv from the Tony Pollard injury, and the lack of urgency also on our offense. Even when watching our defense getting fucked up so badly, even when watching our defense fucking huffing and puffing, knowing that they're giving more and more to the San Francisco 49ers rushing offense, there was just, they couldn't do anything. It's like they refused to improvise. It's like they just wanted to stay in place and be like, "Nah, just feed Zeke. It's fine." On the bright side, Italiano 86. On the bright side, he did make a field goal. I think he made 2 field goals. So Maher is fine. So just as long as he's never, ever, ever asked to make an extra point in the postseason, he's good. Regular season, he's Dan Bailey. He's perfectly fine. But postseason, when it comes to point afters, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Expect 6 every time. That's all I'm saying. What did you think about the second into pass play call? Was that the was that the one where it hit Ward in the chest and it somehow fucking bounced perfectly into Fred Warner's hands? Is that the one you're talking about? Because if so, I talked about in my halftime stream too. I said that was bullshit. Like, why are you going away from the run game? Even if that was after Tony Pollard's injury, you have Malik Davis, dude. Like, is it really that insane to say at this point, really? Is it that insane to make the observation that Malik Davis could probably play better than Ezekiel Elliott is right now? Is it that far-fetched? Really? I don't think it is. Me personally, I don't think so, but um, I guess it calls for a celebration. The season is over. We don't have to play this bullshit back and forth game anymore of the offensive line looked like shit, the receivers couldn't catch, Michael Gallup can't get separation, the running game was non-existent. But did we win? Sorry, we won anyway, so all your points are invalid now, Buster. Yeah. Dak Prescott's still going to be here for a couple more years. I hope this is the end of Ezekiel Elliott's career, at least in Dallas. Big dummy. Big dummy, thinking that there are lessons to be learned even from a win. You clearly didn't go to Law Nation's fucking Hustlers University. Yes. Anyway. God, and then there's fucking free agency around the corner, and there's fucking the draft that we got. What do we have? Like the 20. We have like the 28th pick in the draft, probably. That's a fucking yikes for me, dog. It's like I don't even want to talk about this shit. It's you get so discouraged to even follow this fucking team anymore. Seriously. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we knew this would happen, but I'm gonna fucking lay it on this entire offseason on fucking Law Nation for fucking just manipulating, being so super fucking disrespectful to his audience, and just being so manipulative and like borderline gaslighting them too. Like that is so fucked up. I'm chewing so many fucking fans out again for this offseason that are gonna say, oh well, it was still guys, it was still a good win. Pardon me, but I'm happy, guys. I'm happy that we even made the postseason, guys. A lot of people didn't think that we would make it this far. Okay, not many people thought that we would make it this far. So this was a good year. Okay, I'm finding excuses to give us a participation trophy because we did good. We did good. Okay, you can't say that we didn't, or else you're a fake fan. That's just that was Dallas Cowboys fan simulator. Like Jesus fucking Christ. Can't say anything critical or else you're fake. You can say that you're impressed with like an individual player. Like I loved Deron Bland this year, absolutely. Like that's one of the fucking biggest takeaways from this year, absolutely. But I just hate the fans that are like, we went 12-5, so it was a good year. It was a successful season, yeah. Yeah, this team doesn't have any higher expectations. They don't need to anyway, because we went 12-5 this season. So, yeah, we don't need to prove anything. We've just, been going through the longest conference championship drought and fucking franchise history. But Guys, did you know that we're the most valuable sports franchise in the NFL? We're the most valuable sports franchise in the world, everybody. God damn, dude. My voice hurts. My throat hurts. I've just he's a very decent honestly, I don't want to throw this around or speak about this too openly, but it reminds me of Trayvon's rookie year with us. Like Deron Bland, holy shit, he stepped up many times when we needed him to, when we needed somebody to step up, and he's given up some big plays and he's given up some touchdowns, but he's still pretty fucking solid quality for what we picked him up in the fourth round this year from Fresno. I can't remember, but that dude is a fucking beast. I absolutely love him. Um, Thank you, Jacob. I really appreciate it. You don't watch Law Nation? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to piece together like why you get so hurt whenever I say it. Whenever it comes out of my mouth, it's a problem. Like, we have the fuck you. We have the most rights to say that. I'm a Zoomer, bitch. I was born in 1999. I haven't seen my team do dick. You guys have seen some of you have probably seen the Dallas Cowboys do shit. You've seen these motherfuckers do something. Us, the Zoomers, the motherfuckers born post 96, we are the most fucking depressed section of this massive fan base, because all we see in our lifetimes is, well, we won 12-5, and we won the division, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, we fucked up in the divisional round, but at least we finally beat Tom Brady, and well, if it makes you feel better, we swept the New York Giants, so yeah. Yep, Hooker, Curse, Wilson. Honestly, and this is probably going to hurt for some of y'all to hear, I would not be surprised if Jaron Curse hung it up. I mean, for the most part this season, he was limping into every fucking game. And I'm just waiting for the news to break tomorrow about fucking Micah Parsons, that Micah Parsons has been dealing with a fucking torn hamstring the entire season, and now he's finally getting surgery for it. Same exact shit with Ezekiel Elliott from last year. Yeah. Sorry if this isn't like your typical Cowboys, like EDP ranting and raging fucking video, but I screamed a little bit in this, so I feel like that counts for something. And I had a whole fucking onslaught dedicated to Law Nation. Will you ever see it? Probably not. But I'm getting it out there immediately from the get-go that he has just been so disrespectful and manipulative to his fucking viewers, and I could literally go on all day about it. And I watch his shit like very, very occasionally. I think I tuned into his post-game streams like possibly 3 times this year, and it was all the same, just most condescending bullshit. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. You sound like Jerry Jones. But anyways, with all that being said, this is the season. This is the season wrap-up stream. I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna be back. I don't know if I'll probably do a conference championship prediction stream, prediction video. I'm not sure. Next week, I don't know. School, I've hit the ground fucking running with school already. So we'll just see what happens. But I just wanted to come on, pop off right quick, give my 2 cents. I hardly talked about this game today, too. I hardly talked about the game like at all from this stream. It was just me bitching, ranting, and raving, and just repeating myself about the team in general, what we've seen from the team in general, from like the entire season for the last 28 seasons. It's done. On the bright side, Kellen Moore's gone. Ezekiel Elliott's probably gone. But my hair won't be. I can continue being the femboy that I am, but anyways. With that being said, I'm gonna tune out for now. I appreciate it very much, Jacob. Thank you so much. That does mean a lot. You guys have been great this whole year. I don't know why, but I'm able to live stream finally, even though I'm not at 1,000 subscribers. I thought I was never going to be able to fucking live stream again on this channel, but I guess YouTube changed their policy or something, which enabled me to, but I can also do community posts, and I've been spamming the fuck out of those. I've probably been overdoing those so much, but it's definitely, I think, been helping with the engagement with this channel and all that. So I appreciate you guys for, voting on my polls and commenting on my community posts and shit like that. No, it's still there. It's still there. You see that at the bottom right there? The fucking top of it broke off. And so now it's just it doesn't roll like this. It just swings open like that. So no, that's not fixed. And I think the same thing is going to happen with this one too, because it's looking, but we out here. We're fucking out here. Yeah, Cowboys Nation. Fucking broken doors, dude. Woo! Coca-Cola addiction. Woo! There you go. I've gotten so many messages. I've gotten so many messages from the moment I started streaming. No, I didn't throw anything at it. I just opened it one day and it just did its own thing. But it's even curved like shit too. My God. I've received so many messages since I started streaming from friends, just shitting on me. Because I'm a Cowboys fan, and they don't even watch football, but they shit on me because it's funny. But yeah, I hate the laws, but I also hate the 20% wannabes. I think complain about it. Yeah, that's also a problem actually. That's also a problem. I mean, Jerry, like the Jones family, that's valid. That is because, I mean, who else has been crashing the team and who else has been nosediving the team for 28 seasons? And that's also something that Shingo ranted about last year. Something he said, it will never leave my mind. He said, there is not a single business, this is from Shingo, after the wild card game last year, there is not a business in this world where the owner or the president of that organization produces nothing for 28 years and keeps their job. Unless you have the most complacent audience in history. Welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you at our sold-out AT&T Stadium for next year's fucking home opener. Keep doing good, Jerry. Jerry, you're fucking doing awesome. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not a fan of Stephen. I fucking hate Stephen Jones. He is Jerry incarnate. he's Jerry with a different haircut. I don't think those guys are the main problem. Just they put together good players almost every year. I think it comes down to players and coaches. Yeah, but who hires the coaches? That's I know what you're saying, but that's the thing. Who hires like Mike McCarthy? For the second straight year, we're top 10 in penalties. The penalties hurt us fucking today. And there was nothing to get this team to improvise or do anything going into the second half of this game when we lost Tony Pollard, our most explosive player, and quite honestly, the reason why our offense stood afloat after losing Amari Cooper. Like, imagine if Tony Pollard was out for the year for a torn ACL like in the preseason, or imagine if Kellen Moore was so stupid that he never got to see the field, kind of like Malik Davis today after Pollard got injured. Imagine if that was the case. Like, our offense would be so much fucking more terrible. It would be so much worse, right? So, like, that's where I'm coming from. The checks are coming from somewhere, and the people that are supplying those checks are the ones that are buying the fucking the NFC East champion merchandise. Woo! We won the division. We got a participation trophy, everybody. Who gives a fuck? And that's, with how complacent this fan base is, a part of me doesn't want this team to ever make it past the divisional round. As fucked up as that sounds, a part of me doesn't want to see this team make it past the divisional round and finally make the NFC Conference Championship, because I know that the second we do, there's going to be a fucking parade in downtown Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get bitch slapped in Philadelphia or in Green Bay or in San Francisco or in Detroit possibly. Yes, they have a brighter future than we do. And people aren't going to give a shit. Cowboys fans aren't going to give a shit because they're going to do this thing. Oh, well, people didn't think we would make it that far. People never thought we would make it to the conference championship. We sure proved them wrong. You're bragging about losing in the NFC conference. And you're telling, like, Cowboys fans in the 90s would call it a losing season if we lost in the NFC conference title, right? But in 2014 versus the Indianapolis Colts week 16, we beat the shit out of the Colts. I was at that game too, to seal the division. And you know what happened? Tony Romo and I don't know if it was George Selvey or if it was Jeremy Mincy. Tony Romo and some defensive lineman picked up the Gatorade keg and poured it on Jason Garrett. Why? Because they won the division. So we considered it a losing season in the 90s for losing in the NFC conference game, but today we would give Jason Garrett a fucking Gatorade bath, or in 2014 we would give Jason Garrett a Gatorade bath just for winning the division. And I'm putting that in the Jones family too. The losing mentality is so fucking evident and present in the city of Dallas. It is disgusting and it's insane. So much so, people have bought into it so much that they're even starting to sound like Jerry Jones, dude. You fucking listen to Law Nation or you listen to any Cowboys fan page, they're going to brag tomorrow about pulling the most viewers and say, oh, we're America's team. But the whole year they've been complaining about the spotlight being on them and how harsh the media criticizes us. Again, do you like being America's team or do you not like being America's team? Make up your goddamn mind. it's fucking cancerous. Like, I'm sorry. There's I don't care who you are. There's no way that you can tell me that the Jones family isn't the main problem. If you want to believe that, that's fine. I'm not trying to change your opinion or whatever. That's just me. That like 100% of the blame, in my opinion, goes on the fucking Jones family for normalizing this losing mentality bullshit. This fucking, oh well, we're the most valuable sports franchise in the world, so eat a dick. Yeah, we laid an egg in the divisional round again. So what? We pulled the most viewers. America's team. Sounds like a loser in my book. Nobody thought we would get this far. See, the Jaguars fans can say that. Jaguars fans can say that. Giants fans can say that. Right? They can say that after losing the divisional round. Us? We haven't made it past this point in 28 years. This is a franchise fucking drought of just not making it to the Super Bowl, making it to the fucking conference title. The conference title game. Our standards, our expectations need to be fucking miles higher than any other team. I don't give a fuck about the Bills. I don't give a fuck about the Eagles. I don't give a fuck about the Chiefs or the Niners or the Giants or any of those guys. We have to win this shit for us. Not to prove it to the media. Prove it to us that we're fucking worth a shit. That we're worth spending merchandise on. That we're worth going out and buying division champion merchandise from. And buying jerseys and buying season tickets. But they never do. They just, I guarantee this week they're just like, oh, well, we beat Brady, so, you know, it doesn't really matter to us. Micah Parsons, if you really want to win some shit, like, I would just consider, like, asking for a trade or something, because it is, the mentality around this franchise, the mentality around this team is so fucking just complacent and disgusting and toxic. As much as that word toxic has been run down to meaning pretty much fucking nothing. Like, it is genuinely toxic and just so complacent. So if you want to win shit that matters, you need, get the fuck out of here. Being a Bills fan sucks worse. I mean, sure, you could say that, true, but it's, you know, I don't know if you meant that in like a comparative sense or what, but that doesn't justify us being fucking terrible. If you just said that like independently, not trying to compare anything, then I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably agree. But anyways, I've been streaming for an hour. This is going to take all night to upload. Enjoy the conference championships. I'm going to go tell my friends now who don't watch football that they will not be shaving my head tomorrow. Oh, and apologies again for not doing a Cowboys funeral yesterday. People just, I just couldn't get in touch with anybody, and deadlines are already fucking hitting, so yeah. Hopefully they'll be back when I graduate, after I graduate, but we'll see what happens. You have a Randy White. Randy White. Oh my fucking god, dude! I really want to get those throwback jerseys. I do want to get like throwback Cowboys merchandise, but at the same time, you're giving money to Jerry, and that's why I haven't been to a Cowboys game since like 2017, 2018. I cannot stomach. I just cannot at all, with a good conscience, go to a Cowboys game. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't, out of good conscience, get money out of my wallet to pay for merchandise, or to pay for a new hat, or to pay for new jerseys and shit. Because I'm sick of doing this. I'm sick of the result being the same. Like, but anyways, your 12-5 team just put up 12 points. So Yeah, brag about that the entire fucking season. If since that regular season record clearly means so much to Cowboys fans. But anyways, thank you guys so much for thumbing it up. Also, 5 likes. That's by far more than any live stream I've done this year. And I know Cowboys, a lot of fans are tuning in to see rages and rants, which I definitely did. Don't get me wrong. But anyways, I'm tuning out. I need to take a shower. I need to finish this muy delicioso Coca-Cola, not sponsored yet. I don't know when I'm gonna come on and make a video or make a live stream again. I will probably most definitely be staying active with community posts, but anyways, I'm just saying nothing at this point relevant to the team anyway. There's no reason to, but yeah, anyways, thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in for this long and watching. I'll see you guys eventually, and I'll see you all next time. What a great it's been a good season, guys. Yeah, good season for us, for people on this channel, for me interacting with you guys. As the Cowboys in general fucking know, this was a shitstorm again. 2021 season replicate, except we lost to the 49ers in the divisional round this time, not the wild card. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Enjoy your week. Enjoy work tomorrow. And peace.